The Journey Ahead. The Journal of Jasper Jonathan Pierce, Pilgrim Boy. September 16, 1620. When the ship set sail on September 6 with 102 passengers, I left my brother Tom behind on the wharf. Tom, the other part of me, the younger yet the wiser. On the streets of London, it was Tom who kept us alive. Tom who learned how to beg or steal food, how to stay warm, how to find work, and when we could not, how to pick pockets. How can I live without Tom? How to go across an ocean and never see him again? There he stood on the quay, tears coming down his face. He who never cried, not even when our father had died, not even when we became orphans on the street of London. Tom turned his head for one final look, even as Mr. Blossom, his master, dragged him away. He and 19 others on the Speedwell, our companion ship, had decided not to go to America after all. I remember standing there as some of her passengers came aboard the Mayflower. I looked for Tom. Then the ship began moving. I ran out yelling, No, you can't go yet. My brother isn't aboard. I'm alone." My master, Elder Brewster, looked at me with a solemn face. He is not a young man. He is 53. If he was left alone with his Bible for the rest of his life, he would be happy. Yet he had pushed for this trip. "We are all alone, lad," he said, "but for the Spirit of God that sustains us, we have a prosperous wind. There is no going back." Only a few miles out, some were sickened again, though the weather was fair. There they were, puking over the sides. I was sick too, not from the sea, but from losing Tom. They all envied me, said I was strong. A strong lad, a well-salted lad. They did not know that inside I was dying. September 17. My full name is Jasper Jonathan Pierce. People will say I do not deserve to use a middle name, because only those of the upper classes have that right. But I use it because my father told me to. You are as good as the rich, he told us, so use the full name, even if only for yourself. The saints have finally lived up to their name of puke stockings. Another servant said, "He belongs to Stephen Hopkins. Mr. Hopkins and family are not saints, but strangers. The saints are separatists, the ones who devised this journey. They go to the New World to practice their religion as they wish. It is their desire to be rid of the strong hand of King James. The others, including myself, are Church of England. They call us strangers. Before he died, my father spoke often of becoming a saint." The saints all took after each other. Because my mistress took ill, Mrs. Bradford now cares for me. Today she made broth on her hearth box. We passengers are forbidden to use the ship's galley. Mrs. Bradford is young, some say but 18. I asked why her spirit was cast down. "Have you left anyone on the dock?" I asked. She said she and her husband have left a son, named of John, with his friends in London, and she mourns for him. I told her about Tom. She gave me this small book and told me to write in it for my brother Tom, so I can think of him and feel better. I will do it. I like Mrs. Bradford. Number 6. Where was Jasper traveling to? A. London. B. The New World. C. The ship. D. Strangers. 7. Mrs. Bradford gives Jasper a journal. What lesson does the gift teach Jasper? Use at least 2 details from the text in your answer. Number 8. Which detail from the story best supports the idea that the journey to the New World would be difficult? A. On the streets of London, it was Tom who kept us alive. B. We are all alone, lad, he said, but for the Spirit of God that sustains us. C. I was sick too, not from the sea, but from losing Tom. D. They did not know that inside I was dying. Number 9. Read the sentence. Tom, the other part of me. What is the most likely reason Jasper used the phrase, other part of me, to describe Tom? A. To show how much he misses Tom. B. To show how close the brothers were. C. To help the reader understand how painful this moment is for Jasper. D. To help the reader understand what it is like to be an indentured servant. Number 10. Read the paragraph. She said she and her husband have left a son named of John with his friends in London, and she mourns for him. I told her about Tom. She gave me this small book and told me to write in it for my brother, Tom, so I can think of him and feel better. I will do it. I like Mrs. Bradford. What inference can be made about Mrs. Bradford from this paragraph? A. She feels connected to Jasper because of her son. B. She wants to help Jasper become successful in the new world. C. She doesn't believe Jasper should be so upset. D. She wants Jasper to tell her stories about his brother.